Hey everyone, Rob J here, and welcome to the Nova. Today we're talking about Kid Chameleon that was released for the Sega Genesis, or Sega Mega Drive, back in 1992. Now this game has 103 levels. Yes, I said that. 103 levels, and there is no save states, there's no password system. Back in the 90s, you just played this game and hoping that you'd reach the end. I never did. I kept playing the game and hoping I was getting further and further because I saw different levels, I saw different enemies, and I saw new bosses, but nope, I wasn't any closer than maybe anyone else who's trying this game for the first time. Now you do get some cool power-ups. There was a samurai, there was the Jason looking one, which his name is Maniacs, it's like a play on the words. There is the tank, there's the berserker, which is a rhino, I believe. There's a cyclone, there is the cyclops thing where he shoots a ray and it creates platforms depending on the level. I'm not too sure how that works. There's the, I want to call him a skyboarder. That's what he looks like, a skyboarder to me, which he can, go along walls, well not walls, but go along platforms on his cool little hoverboard. And there's like the little fly that's really only convenient for certain levels. But you keep going through the game and you keep getting those cool power-ups, you keep thinking you're getting further, but no, I never did. I know now there's mobile games and there's ROMs that you can have save states, which makes the game a lot better, but you want to truly experience this game, play without save states. Yeah, try, I dare you. I mean, nowadays on the internet, there are maps of showing you what warp paths to take to go to different levels. And yes, back in the day, I thought I was taking the correct warp paths and going further and further by skipping a lot of levels. I have no clue because this game doesn't show you what number level you were on. I feel that'd be so discouraging to see. It's like, oh cool, I'm transferring from level 3 to level 5. Awesome. And the game has its appeal. You're going through each level and you have a different persona because you're picking up different power-ups. Well, that's all said and good and it's fun and everything. After a long while, you just kind of get irritated. I know a lot of people praise this game for being amazing. It's got great music, it's a fun platformer, but after a while of playing this game and without knowing where you're going or how far you are, it kind of gets frustrating and a little boring. I was going through many stages and with practice I can outrun these death walls, I can get over certain obstacles and enemies, but to me it loses its appeal after playing it for 2 hours. Being like, am I any further? I think this game would have benefited of showing you if there was a halfway mark or being, there's some kind of map system, because I know this game came out very early in the Sega Genesis lifespan. And of course, map systems weren't, ready yet. And I'm sure there was game guides and magazines, but I feel like even the game guides didn't even know. Like, try this warp pad, or keep going through every level by hitting the flag and just do it the honorable way. No, because you're literally gonna be sitting on your couch, probably for 5 or 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours. I don't know. I played this game for a solid 2 hours, and the gameplay footage you see, I just cut snippets of it, is my results of playing it for roughly 2 hours. So I didn't get any further. I know there's a password to get to the final boss, Metal Heady Metal. I think that's what it is. Heady Metal sounds correct. And because I would never, ever get to the final boss without using this password. And he's quite terrifying because all the bosses before you face him are they're called Shishka bosses. So they're like three heads and they're all stacked up on each other. And they shoot these projectiles and they say, die, die, die. That's the one thing I remember most about this game, was it saying die, die, die from these bosses. They shoot these little green power orbs. One shoots a boomerang, and I know further on it shoots an arrow. So they didn't get too creative with the bosses, because I think they were just like, let's just keep adding levels. Yeah, just, what are we at now? We're at 45, let's just keep powering through, So we're like, no bosses. Let's keep adding let's just keep adding more levels. I do like the music. The music is really unique for the Sega Genesis. I think that's why a lot of people liked it too. A lot of people praise the music in this game, and yeah, music it's cool to jam out to. Some levels are pretty cool to jam out to, especially that beach level. I like the beach level a lot. The music, you're just like, yeah, let's play. And you know what the sad thing is? As I was playing this game through my childhood, those little diamonds you collect, they change colors depending on the stage you're on. Those diamonds are actually cool little abilities depending on the power-up you have that you can execute by pressing A and start. Yeah, I didn't know that. The common number of diamonds you need to do a common ability is 20, and then your amazing ability is at 50. I didn't know this, and I wish I did back in the day. When I did my playthrough, I knew it because I looked it up, because I'm like, there has to be a reason for these diamonds, and I remember this. Because I'm an adult now, I'm 32, and I'm like, I know these diamonds do something, and they, have a little cool little ability. So you get to see, if you're the samurai, he slows down the whole game, and he's fast, which is pretty cool. There is a one where it's like a death snake that goes all around. There's some that make you invincible. I believe the tank, he will shoot the diamonds only if you have 5. So for every 5, you shoot 5 diamonds, and they I think they go all over the place, which is pretty neat. But that's good to know if you're playing this game, and if you're playing on mobile or you're playing on a ROM, however you want to play this game. True experience, 90s, played on your Sega Genesis, or the Sega Genesis Mini. I think it came up for that. But I didn't know about that diamond power. I wish I did. Yeah. The plot behind the game is pretty generic, but it's unique for the time. So this game that you're playing right now, it's a game within a game, Inception. It's called Wildside, and it's a virtual reality game, and the holograms are too real. But what really happens is the boss escapes. Now, they never define who the boss is. I'm thinking it's Heady Metal. I have to keep thinking about his name because I keep thinking it's Hetty Metal, but it's Heady Metal, like it's 2 Ds there. Anyways. He escapes, and he keeps beating the kids, the children, and capturing them after he defeats them in the game. So you, Kid Chameleon, I've seen in other wikis that his name is Casey, but I'm going to call him Kid Chameleon, goes into the game because, he's got that awesome leather jacket with sunglasses, and he's going to hit like a little power box and turn into whoever he wants to. He's going to go in and save all the kids. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. So it's a pretty generic plot, but it's unique for the time. Now, a lot of people are going to hate my opinion on this game, and you know what? I'm allowed to have an opinion. Everyone's allowed to have an opinion for this game. I think the game is just okay. Yeah, it's just okay. The reason why I think it's okay because it's too damn long. If the game was, I would say, like 50 levels and you knew about the warp paths, I might think it's good, but to me, it's just okay. Yeah, it's too long. It's way too long, and I wish there was a difficulty setting where it's like you could reduce the amount of levels playing this game, so it goes from 103 to like 20 to get to Heady Metal, but no, that's not the case. It's a good idea for the time, right? Because if you were to go in video stores back in the day, like Blockbuster or Rogers Video, I'm showing my age here, you couldn't rent this game and beat it in a weekend. There's no way, absolutely no way. So, and I know that was the gimmick of the time, was trying to stop people from renting video games and buying the game, but this is a game where, yeah, you couldn't beat it in a weekend. You would have to keep renting it until you beat it. But it's just, the game is just okay. It's a 90s game, and like, I'm not gonna be like, you gotta improve this, this, and this. It's just, the game's out. It has its legacy in the Sega Genesis titles. And I know a lot of people love it. I personally love it myself because it's nostalgic. It's one of the first 15 games I had for the Sega Genesis growing up. But playing it as I'm older, it's just okay. Yeah, it's, okay. I'll say what could have been improved upon playing this game. Shorter levels. More bosses, like more different kinds of bosses, because you keep seeing the Shishka bosses throughout the whole game. You kind of wish they were a little bit different. The stages are fine. I don't mind the stages, but they kind of reuse the same layouts, the same textures, and it's like, okay, cool, I guess. But yeah, they could have improved upon that. And that's about it. It's like, You know, shorter levels, more bosses, and maybe less levels. Less levels. Shorter and less. Shorter levels means the level is done within like a minute. Less levels means like you go from 103 to like 20. But then everyone would have beat it as they rented it, so yeah, I guess so. So that's my little critique about the game, so it's okay. Let me know what you think about the game in the comments below. And remember, if you liked what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Rob J. Thank you for entering the Nova, and I'll see you next time. Take care.